Hey, what's up? This is Sam Crane with the FlyRight project again. And on today's tutorial, I'm going to talk about how to use Postman with the FlyRight API. So why would you want to use Postman? And what is Postman? Well, Postman is this awesome program that makes it really easy to interact with APIs. So as you can see with these different collections, like this is another project I'm doing, you have, log in, register, manipulate the pipeline, all of that. It keeps track of everything you need so that if you want to test an endpoint, it's just one button to do it. Whereas, the alternative is curl or just testing it with whatever code you have. And there's so many variables, right? If I were to test the endpoint in the web app, do I know that the web app is working properly? Have I implemented it correctly? Or is it actually the backend that's the problem? This just reduces variables. And that's why I'm a big proponent of Postman. And that's why in the documentation, I have a Postman collection. So first thing you want to do is download Postman. And then once you have that, there are going to be two files you want. The FlyRight Postman collection and the Icarus Docker. It's called Icarus. The old name was Icarus. I should change that, whatever. But the Postman environment. The Postman collection is the actual descriptor of the different endpoints. So for example, the schema, the whole thing is called FlyRight, but within it, you have a folder for drones. And then here it talks about registering the drone. So the Postman environment is going to be more like secrets, things that you don't want people seeing, like the URL, the port. These are also things that you want to be able to change. This collection should be able to work with multiple different deployments. So I'm giving the Docker environment variables, but I wouldn't put something on that's a real prod deployment. And put something on the repository if that wasn't clear. So I've got Postman. So next I'm going to import the collection. So let's choose the files. I'm just going to go back here. Go into FlyRight. Now go into docs, and let's go to the FlyRight Postman collection. I already have one. I'm going to tell it to replace. I wouldn't ask you that because that's just, will be the first time for you. Then I want you to click the settings over here. I'm just going to delete this. And let's go ahead and import. Choose the file, Icarus Docker. By the time you see this video, I've probably changed it to FlyRight Docker, but same thing. Let's go ahead and open it. And then we can see in here some variables, the URL, the port, username, password, the email. The access token is something that will change often. So I'm going to actually show you how that works. And then I hard-coded the name for the client ID, the client secret. In reality, it's not just going to be, client ID, client secret. That's just because I set that up for the Docker version. You're going to want it to be something, secret, and it's auto-generated by Django. So, but it's not going to look like that in the future. But okay, wrong project. Start this so it's up there. Let's go ahead. Let's go to user. Let's go to login. All right, we're gonna go into the Docker Icarus environment. So once that's in, you see it went from red to orange. Orange means good in this case. Again, Lawrence, not anymore. It's password now. So I'm gonna do grant type. It's password, client ID, client secret. Again, that's given from this these variables. We're gonna do username, password. I'm gonna send it. Oh, that's right. Okay, so now we have an access token. So you take that, control copy, and then you go in here and you update that. And that's your new access token. So every time you want to access something that's protected, you need that token. OAuth can be structured differently than this, but this is the type of OAuth we're using. And that way, this is how you authenticate that you're actually who you're saying you are. So that now, if I want to, get flights, I don't have to. So I've just realized, okay, again, this will be different by the time you get here to this point. I'm going to update this in the repository. but there should be the port in there, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and get the flights. And you can see there are no flights because I haven't created any flights. But the status is good. And if I log out, 200, let's go ahead and try to get flights again. And you're going to see a 403 forbidden because I don't have the right access token anymore. And that is a very quick look at how to start interacting with the Postman API. Again, if you want to start developing or contributing to FlyRight, it's going to be important to be able to use that just so that you reduce variables. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there are other things you want to know more about. And yeah, that's it.